Good morning everyone, I am Diana Faith Garvales of Group 3, Visual. Today, I am going to present the instructional materials, diagram and graph with the topic about solar system. So before we go to our topic, let's start with a dance to be energized. Follow the steps shown in the video.
We go up to the sky. Let's see our solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn.
Wow, they're big!
Uranus, Neptune, round and round. Go, 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 go. 8 planets. Small, small, so small. Mercury.
So small.
Brightest of all, Venus.
Shiny.
I'm your planet, blue, green, Earth.
I love you.
Red and dry, marvelous Mars.
Marvelous!
Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn.
Wow, they're big!
Uranus, Neptune, round and round. Go, 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 go. 8 planets. Super, super duper Jupiter.
I'm big!
Hula, hula, pretty Saturn. Hula, hula. Full, full of gas, Uranus. Far from the sun, Neptune.
So far!
Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn.
Wow, they're big!
Uranus, Neptune, round and round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planets.
So let's get back to our topic. A diagram is a simplified drawing or parts illustration that shows the parts, structure, or relationship between things. It helps explain how something works or how different elements are connected. So here are the different kinds of diagrams: Venn diagram, flowchart, tree diagram, cycle diagram and concept map. A Venn diagram is a diagram that shows similarities and differences between two or more things using overlapping circles. Next is the flowchart. It shows the steps or sequence in a process using boxes and arrows. A tree diagram is a diagram that shows hierarchical relationships or how one idea branches into others. The cycle diagram shows a repeating or continuous process. A concept map organizes ideas and their connections in a visual way using lines and linking words. Here are the guidelines and principles in making a diagram: clarity, accuracy, proper labeling, simplicity, neatness. Clarity. A good diagram should be clear and easy to understand at first glance. It must show information in a simple way without confusing details. Clarity helps the viewer quickly grasp the main idea or concept being presented. Accuracy. All parts, shapes, and labels in a diagram must be correct and properly placed. Accurate diagrams give reliable information and prevent misunderstanding. This principle ensures that what is shown matches real facts or structures. Proper labeling. Labels should be neat, readable, and correctly positioned. They help identify important parts of the diagram for better understanding. Without proper labeling, even a well-drawn diagram can be difficult to interpret. Simplicity. A simple diagram is easier to read and remember. It should include only the most important parts or details needed to explain the topic. Avoid unnecessary decorations or too many elements that can distract the viewer. Neatness. Neat diagrams look organized, balanced, and professional. Lines should be clean, labels aligned, and spacing even. Neatness reflects effort and makes the diagram more effective as a learning tool. Example of diagram. Here is a Venn diagram showing the differences and similarities of inner planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars and outer planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. A graph is a visual representation of data or information that shows the relationship between two or more variables using lines, bars, or points. It helps make numbers easier to understand by showing trends, patterns, or comparisons. There are many kinds of graphs. The most common are bar graph, line graph and pie graph. A bar graph uses rectangular bars to show and compare different quantities or categories. The length or height of each bar represents the amount of data. It is useful for comparing things like population, sales, or test scores. A line graph uses points connected by lines to show changes over time. It clearly displays trends, increases, or decreases in data. This type of graph is often used for showing temperature, growth, or performance over days, months, or years. A pie graph shows how a whole is divided into parts using slices of a circle. Each slice represents a percentage or fraction of the total. It is best for showing proportions, such as how a budget or time is divided among activities. Guidelines and principles in making a graph. Clarity. The graph should be clear and easy to read so that viewers can quickly understand the information. Avoid unnecessary designs or too much data that may cause confusion. Accuracy. The data and scales used must be correct and consistent to show true results. Even small errors can lead to wrong interpretations of the graph. Proper labeling. Every graph must have a clear title and properly labeled axes. Labels help the reader know what each part of the graph represents. Here is an example of a bar graph showing the distance of the different planets from the Sun. So that's all for our topic for today. I hope you learned something from this. Thank you for listening.